I did not expect idols, a rivalry arc, drunk rape, and a beach episode in a siscon loli maid harem 4.3 minute anime. And yes, in case you didn't recognize from that description, my favorite anime of spring season 2018 was indeed Alice or Alice Siscon Nisan to Futago no Imoto. And I mean that with all the meaning of the word favorite, which is honestly kind of interesting, seeing how I was still and am absolutely in love with Darling the Franxx. Fuck, I was listening to a remix of Kiss of Death while writing this line. Was still watching Beatless and watched quite a bunch of shows that season. I do have to concede I did binge a lot of all of them just a few days before summer started. But still, Sword Art Online Alternative, Uma Musume, Megalobox, Golden Kamui, and my personal most intriguing award of spring, Xianbin Jiating, all didn't really hit the mark for me, yet this, out of everything this season had to offer, I really fucking enjoyed, and honestly, I couldn't tell you why. I think that first and foremost, it's pretty hard for me to look at this kind of show with the same kind of scrutiny. Not only do they have way less substance overall, I also haven't seen many, and I certainly haven't seen any like this before. So for one, it's got points for relative uniqueness. Which is not to say that I personally have never seen anything similar, but I certainly haven't in this format, and it was nice seeing it executed in a more fast-paced fashion. However, before I go in with praising Alice or Alice, I'm gonna have to say that yes, this show is trash. It has no common redeeming values whatsoever, aside from maybe the art and some of the music, but hey, if you read my channel description or Twitter bio, you'll see that I'm not someone who gives a shit about common perception. Wait, no, don't look at that! Okay, look, there's a difference between common and critical perception, but often enough they do overlap, so you know what? Scrap all that and let me just say that in a critical sense, the show is shit, but the little it has going for it is great. We all on the same page now? Okay, good. Now, what is Alice or Alice? Like, story-wise? Well, let's see what Mal has to say. This story gives a look at the daily life of a pair of Alice twins and their older brother who has a sister complex. Them eating meals, getting into fights, playing with friends. Well, I was expecting to disagree, but that's actually a pretty accurate description for what happens, except that the big brother's sister complex is never really noted. Like, at all. It's really more the Alice sisters that really want to get boned by their big brother. Anyways, we join said nameless big brother, his sisters Alice, nicknamed Rise, and Alice, nicknamed Airi, and his totally not harem, Mako, Koko, Kisaki, and Ruha, in their daily antics at their maid cafe, including the previously mentioned beach episode, drunk rape, rivalry arc with another cutesy horror-themed cafe, and fucking idols in a fucking 3-minute anime. Are you kidding me? Now, many of you will be asking, why do you think this is the best show of spring? You've watched all this other stuff and this moe blob chibi trash is what you pick for best? Well, two things. First, no, I don't. This show is utter trash. That, however, doesn't change that I enjoyed it the most of all shows of spring season. Second, none of the other shows really managed to scratch my itch and kinda disappointed me, while this was just unconditional fun. The main offenders here are Megalobox, which was a nice window into old-school anime for someone who wasn't even alive at the time, but not much more, and SAOA GGO, which was a nice spin-off, but well, that Rick deserves its own entire video, so look forward to that in the close future. Alice or Alice was easily digestible, condensed fun with a healthy heaping of not-so-slightly questionable ecchi, which really was the perfect balance I needed in my anime diet while Darling of the Franxx was, unbeknownst to anyone, preparing to shit itself. However, I do have to be honest by saying that if this show was somehow made into a full-length anime, I would have only watched it because I have rather high tolerance to ecchi and slice-of-life shows, no matter how cliché they are. After all is said and done, I would usually tell you to stay away from this show, but since it's literally less than 10 times the length of this video, just go watch it. It's half an hour of dumb fun and cute girls doing cute things with occasional male glance because boobies. On my trademark recommendability without affinities chart, I would rate this show with 7 out of 10 points, but with that said, I give Alice or Alice Siscon Nisan to Futago no Imoto 3 out of 5 hamburgers at the award for highest slice-of-life cliché density. Seriously, what the fuck is up with that?